Hi everyone. It is Saturday. I am sitting here enjoying some coffee before me and Colin go out to a beer festival. So in a very neighboring small town called Blue Lake, they're having Hoptoberfest, which is a beer festival in the park over there. And Colin and I scored free tickets. So we are going. Lucy is at her grandparents' house right now. She's going to spend the day there so that we can go do that. And I have a couple hours before we leave. It's really cool, actually. They're doing a shuttle service from a few different places in Arcata out to Blue Lake, because it's like maybe a 10-minute drive on the highway. So since it's a beer festival, they're doing free shuttle services, and we are totally going to take advantage of that. So at about noon, we're going to walk down to the college, which is not very far away from us, and we're going to get picked up at the library. So I think that's going to be really fun. And in the meantime, I have had an idea, since I've gotten a few questions about my coffee filters that I use. I thought I would show them to you guys and kind of talk about what they are and tell you how I use them. And a few of you seem interested, and I totally think you should get some. So I will talk about them now. Here are my coffee filters. They are just unbleached cotton. When they came, they were not brown like this. They were like a creamy, unbleached kind of cotton color. It came 2 in a pack. I got these at my local grocery store. I don't remember exactly how much they were. I want to say it was like maybe $9 for the 2 of them. And it's just 100% cotton, cut to be like a coffee filter that fits into a pour-over coffee, which I should have brought. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. Okay, so it's made to fit into one of these. If you do pour-over coffee, you know that you take this, you put it on top of the cup, you put your filter into it. You put your coffee grounds in here and just pour water that you've boiled over the top of it, and your coffee comes out here. This is my favorite way to make coffee. I really love coffee, and I've experimented with a lot of different ways of making coffee. Pour over coffee is my absolute favorite. I also have a French press. For a long time I used a French press, and I like that okay still, but it's not my favorite. My dream, my absolute one-day dream of a dream is to have a really proper espresso maker. I would really love an espresso machine. I really want to be able to make proper espresso at home. That would be my dream come true. But for when they're expensive, you can get a pretty decent one, I've read, for not that much, like for an appliance, But it's also bulky, so you kind of have to have the counter space for it. And for something like, for a regular coffee maker, you'd have to have the counter space for it too. But this, I don't have to have counter space. This just gets shoved in the cupboard and I'm done with it. So anyway, this is my favorite way to make coffee. This thing costs probably $5. I don't know, super cheap. It's just plastic. I also have a nice fancy ceramic one, but these work just as good, and maybe are even more practical because they're super light and easy to move around. So anyway, that's how you use these things. And like I said, it came with 2. So how I do it is I use it. Once I'm done, I dump my coffee grounds into my little composting thing, and then I just rinse it out in the sink. So I have a garbage disposal, so any leftover grounds that are stuck inside of here, I just dump in the sink. I rinse it out with hot water. If I didn't have a garbage disposal, I don't know if I would do that. Maybe I'd have one of those mesh strainers in my sink. Anyway, so I just rinse it with really hot water, and then I squeeze it as hard as I can, wring it and get all the water out, and then I let it air dry until the next day. And I kind of alternate using each one so that I use them, both. And then once a week or once every 2 weeks or so, I just throw these in the washing machine with the rest of my laundry. And I wash them and I dry them, and then I start all over again. So since I got these at my local grocery store, I'm not really sure about buying them online if you're interested. But since I have my computer here, why don't I just look it up and I can tell you what I find. So let's see. I'm gonna Google reusable cotton coffee filter. Yes, Google, I did mean coffee with 2 E's, thank you. Okay, so they come up right away. It looks like there's a bunch of different kinds. Also, people have been asking me if they are homemade, and mine are not. I just bought them at the store, but you could make one of these like really easy, right? Like, I bet you could even like find like a printable little pattern even. I mean, these are serged, but if I wanted to make one of these and I don't have a serger, I'd just zigzag stitch the edge of it, right? And then it's a serge of this part, and then this is just a fold. So yeah, I bet you can make these really easy. Okay, let's see. So you can get them on Amazon. Looks like you can get a 3-pack for $10 or a fancier single one for $12.99. And let's see where else has them. Ooh, Epicurious, which is a website that I like, has an article. The incredible coffee sock saves both the earth and your money. Okay, so this is an article about how great they are. And so the brand, the specific brand that they're talking about is the coffee sock, which is the $12.99 for a single one that I just saw on Amazon. People seem to like that one. And I mean, like, yeah, you're paying, well, you could pay $13 for a single one, or you could get the 3-pack for $10. I mean, that's kind of expensive, but like, if you think about it, like the coffee filters I was buying before I started using these were, I think, like $4 or $5 a pack. And then you go through them and you throw them away, and then you have to buy more forever until you stop drinking coffee one day, which I'm not going to do that. Are you going to do that? I'm not going to do that. So I don't know. I really think it was worth it to buy these. It was a very small investment, and I have not bought any coffee filters since. I can recommend them. I don't know if they make similar products or if it would even work for an automatic drip coffee maker. That's something you might want to look into if that's how you make your coffee. Okay, so that is it for my coffee talk. I'm gonna continue to kick back while Colin mows the lawn. I don't know if you can hear it, but he's been mowing the lawn this whole time. Actually, it's a lot later than I thought it was, so we're probably gonna leave pretty soon. And I will take you with me, and we'll see how much I let you see at the festival, because I'm kind of a wimp about recording things in public, because I'm awkward. So, we'll see.
So we went to the beer festival, and we're on the shuttle back home. Don't drink and drive.
Did you have a good time?
I did have a good time.
Me too.
It was really fun.
We got these commemorative cups to add to our Beer Fest commemorative cup collection at home that we never use.
I prefer to call it the glass menagerie.
Okay.